Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. This is part 3 in my home gym series. I guess it's a series. Part 3 of the home gym. So I've got a couple things to cover. First, a crazy awesome deal I found, which never happens, but that's fun to share. The results of StrongLifts 5x5 and the program that I'm working on right now. So first off, I found a deal on Facebook Marketplace, which is amazing. I don't use Facebook. I have a completely blank Facebook profile just because I have to have one for my business Facebook page. But it's still a handy tool to get on there for the Facebook Marketplace and just try and find stuff to sell, or try and find stuff to buy. That's a deal. And occasionally sell stuff. So I've been wanting a set of dumbbells, 5 to 50 pound rack of dumbbells, and I was looking online for what would a new set cost, $700-800 plus shipping. Well, there's a couple of fitness places in like Birmingham, Alabama, 3 hours away, Memphis, Tennessee, 3 hours away, Jackson, little south of Jackson, Mississippi, a couple hours away. It's like, well, maybe I can find something. I'll hold off. It's not completely necessary, but I'll hold off and maybe find a deal. I never find deals like this, and I always hear my friends say like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe this deal I found. Someone just gave me the moon for a nickel," something crazy, and they tell you, and you're like, "How did you find that?" I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. Well, I finally found a pretty cool deal. I think so, anyway. I'll put this images on the screen. Somebody was selling, the listing was weightlifting equipment, price 1, 2, 3, right? And it had 3 images, one of a 45-pound plate, one of the top rack of some dumbbells, and one of his garage floor with a barbell. like really non-descriptive photos, and it said 420-pound barbell weights, 15 to 50 plus extra 35-pound dumbbells, which was wrong. Bars times 4. And I'm like, well, I see a rack of dumbbells. So I messaged him, say, hey, what do you want for it all? And he said, I'll take $500. And it says 420 pounds of weights, $500. Well, then you're talking about dumbbells too. I think that's probably a good deal because you can't find used steel plates, used plates, weights for less than $1 a pound. So like, that looks like it's a little bit less than $1 a pound when you factor in everything that's with it. So it's going to be heavy. I'll load up my trailer, go out there and get it. It's about an hour away, but not the end of the world. There's a couple destinations on the way that I would like to stop at anyway. Went out there with a friend of mine. We get there and it's a whole carport full of equipment. I'm like, okay, let's just load this up, right? So paid him $500. I got it all. I got 462 pounds of steel plates. Let me check these notes so I don't forget exactly what it is. 462 pounds of steel plates. La 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 la. I'm not prepared. A Smith machine. There was 4 different barbells. A back extension machine, a quad and hamstring extension-ish machine, whatever those are called. A lat pull-down station with rows. This bench over here, incline bench with the seat incline, and there's a roller on one side for what I don't know. And then a dip station, and also a weight tree for the plates, and also like a little homemade farmer's carry station thing. There's also a curl station too. All kinds of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it all for $500. Gave him the money, we left. Get back here, and the whole time I'm just like all these plans of what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand all the rust off and paint it. Oh, I'll paint it some crazy color like bright orange or something like that. It'll stand out that way. Well, then I got to upholster it. I'm going to upholster it. Just my mind's going nuts coming home. Get here, and I'm like, where am I going to put all this stuff? Like really, all I wanted was the dumbbells. So where am I going to put it all? So I got it in here, and I was like really thinking, what do I want to keep? I ended up keeping the 5 to 50 pound dumbbell rack and all the dumbbells. Now the listing said it was 15 to 50 plus an extra 35 pound set. It's not 15 to 50. It's 5 to 50, missing the 10 with a duplicate 45. So that's a little confusing. So I'm missing the 10s and I have a duplicate 45. So I'm pretty sure I can trade somebody a set of 45s for a set of 10s or something like that. But that's not been a problem at all. And of course it comes on a metal stand as well. So I kept the dumbbells. I kept the back extension station, which is in the corner right there. This is the leg extension machine. This is the pull down station as well as a row station. This is the seat that clips into there, which is removable if you want to do rows. And then this is the dip station, and squat station, because there's you can do like belt squats. There's foot rests. There's feet places. We put your feet up there and you can do like belt squats. So I kept all of that, kept the bench as well. And I was like, okay, so now I need to get rid of the rest of this stuff. I could probably sell it for $500 and get my money out of it. I listed 462 pounds of steel plates, the weight plate tree, the adjustable height curl station, 7-foot barbell, 5-foot barbell, 5-foot curl barbell, 4-foot curl barbell, homemade shrug station. I call it a farmer's carry, whatever. That's what I would have used it for. And 2 large tractor tires for strongman flipping. It's so much fun to flip those tires, but dang it, they take up so much space. My only alternative was to keep them outside, but then they're going to get mildewy and gross, and I'm not going to want to flip them at that point. So this was a way for me to get rid of some stuff that I got for free. And the Smith rack station, all of that for $500. Get my money out of it, right? And someone said, yeah, I'll take it, but can you deliver? Oh man, I really don't want to deliver, but I really, really need this gone, and this is an opportunity for me to get rid of it. It took me like 2 weeks to get rid of it. So, okay, I'll deliver it. You're an hour away. That's a $100 delivery fee. Yeah, no problem. Okay, well, I'm gonna need the delivery fee before I leave the house. I don't want to load this up, get there, and be like, nah, I don't want it. Yeah, no problem. He PayPal'd me $100 to deliver it and gave me $500 cash when I got there. So I bought all of it for $500, drove an hour to get it and an hour back. I'm calling that $30 worth of gas. It wasn't $30 worth of gas. I'm calling it $30 worth of gas. I sold it for $600, drove an hour there, an hour back, opposite directions. It wasn't $30 worth of gas, but I'm calling it $30. So I basically had $560 invested plus some time, and then sold all of that for $600. So I got $40 to take this off of someone's hand and sitting in my truck for a little while and driving. That is pretty darn cool. That never happens to me, deals like that. So I think I got a cool deal. So am I going to restore it or all that like I thought about? I probably won't actually, because as I've been using this for the past 3-4 months, however long it's been, my thinking was, oh, my hands are going to get all rusty and it's just going to be gross feeling, and I do need to reupholster the bench. Well, I threw a shirt over the bench. That's fine. And none of the other stuff rubs off on my hands. I don't think I'm going to restore it or get it all nice looking, because it's kind of got that old school gym vibe in here. It's just like, just this basement type, old school gym, I guess you could say. I really, really like working out in here. It's a fun place. It's a great place to just let go and just feel great. I feel so exhausted and drained after a good workout, and it feels really good to feel that. So that's my cool win for the gym series. I'm still working on some other stuff to add to it. Like I want to turn that one tire that I did keep, the semi-trailer tire, that's still good for hitting it with a sledgehammer. That still did that occasionally. But I want to put an eye hook in that and then use it for a sled to pull around. So I haven't gotten around to doing that. So that's my win. Another win is the StrongLifts 5x5 program that I completed. StrongLifts 5x5 is, the 5x5 means 5 sets of 5 reps. So you're basically doing 25 repetitions of a particular movement. The movements are the main 3 compound movements: your squat, your deadlift, and your bench press. And you alternate your deadlift and bench press with some alternate pressing and lifting. So instead of a deadlift on every workout, you alternate deadlift and rows, bent over rows. And then instead of a bench press on every workout, you alternate the bench press and then overhead press. No accessory movements. You can add them if you want, but there's a really, really long guide about this program. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's people have been doing this for centuries or whatever. But the StrongLifts 5x5 app on your phone that you can get is, I mean, it just makes it completely dummy proof. You plug in all your info to start with. It's free. And like I've got a graph right here. You can see the graph of my progress, you know. It's pretty cool. It just keeps you on track. You work out 3 days per week with an A workout and a B workout. So Monday would be A, Wednesday, B, Fridays, A, and then the following week, Monday would be B, A, B, A, B, A, right? So you alternate those 2 different workouts on 3 days per week, of course, resting on the weekends. And the point is to increase strength. It's not a bodybuilding. It's not a cutting body fat. It's not cardio. It's building strength. Just your output number when it's all said and done. And I've never focused on strength before. When I was early teens, I got a weight bench and I worked out pretty consistently, strength training, you know, like bro science, whatever some people can come up with. This was before you look everything up on the internet and figure out you're doing it the wrong way. So early teens up until my early to mid 20s when I started my business, and then I didn't work out at all. Actually, I was like 25 or so when I started this business, and yesterday I turned 35. So about a decade or so of not working out at all and then getting back into it. During all that, I've never figured out my 1 rep max for squat. I barely squat to begin with. And then bench press. But I did previously figure out a 1 rep max for my deadlift. So I had a little bit to go by, and then the rest was just kind of guessing and pushing myself and kind of tweaking the numbers if I felt like it, to kind of figure out. The goal of the StrongLifts for me was to end the program really struggling, like I didn't have any more, so then I could really test my 1 rep max when it was all said and done. And I think I tweaked the numbers appropriately. So my only 1 rep max that I knew was the deadlift, which was, what was it? 336 was my 1 rep max before the StrongLifts. 1 rep max. And when I finished StrongLifts, I was doing 5x5 at 356. So 336 1 rep, 356 5x5. That's a huge increase in strength. And I finished with my 1 rep max. This was all at 178 pounds body weight. My 1 rep max for squat ended up being 333. My 1 rep max for deadlift was 406. Super pumped about that. 406 pounds. My 1 rep max for bench press was 238. And, you know, for me, I think that's pretty darn awesome. It's not like strongman stuff, but I'm 5'6". I'm never going to be big monster strongman, whatever. Not only that, but I'm 35. Like, that ship has sailed. I'm going to continue to try and feel better and you know, get stronger and such, just because it makes me feel better, but being realistic here. So that's that StrongLifts 5x5. I highly recommend if you are just getting into exercising, just getting into strength training. It's extremely basic. It's not rocket science. It just focuses on the main 3 compound movements, and it's a good overall body exercise. Oh, I forgot to mention also on StrongLifts 5x5, you squat every single day you're exercising. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, A exercise, B exercise, doesn't matter. Everyone starts with a squat. That was very new to me. That was challenging, and feels good. So after that, I switched over to another accessory giant set type of working out. I forget the gentleman's name. I'll put it on the screen. Maybe I'll show a little bit of the video or something of where this program came from, but it's kind of like a bodybuilding, kind of strongman type stuff. I really like the strongman movements. I really like grabbing a sandbag and moving. I really like loading up the wheelbarrow and just moving it around. I like those type of real life exercises, right? So I don't go in the, you go in the gym, you see people just doing curls. What do you do on a just a normal daily basis that isolates your bicep like that? It's just, I've never been a fan of the curl exercises, just compound movements. I really like that. So this program, it is a 12-week program, just like StrongLifts 5x5, where weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4, you have a certain set and rep range. Weeks 5, 6, 7, 8, you have a certain set of rep ranges. And same thing with 9, 10, 11, 12. But this, I'm already halfway through week 4, and on this one, I just put all of his info into a spreadsheet and then printed it out, and I'm just taking notes as well, notes for all of this. So this one, if you're interested in checking out the spreadsheet, I have this on Google Docs. On the bottom of the spreadsheet is a link to the video, so you can watch the original video where this came from. All of this is basically kind of using the same major movements, like Monday is deadlift day, Tuesday is bench day, Thursday is squat, Friday overhead press, and there's some accessory stuff in between there. You have 2 major sets. Well, there's a major giant set, a secondary giant set, and then accessory giant sets. So, for example, on deadlift day, the giant set number 1 is an explosive hinge movement, so I'm using kettlebell, then deadlift, then an ab variation of your choice, and then a 90-second rest. That's 1 set. And then there's 4 sets of 8 reps per movement altogether on that one. So for ab variation, I really like carry and walk. So I like picking up a sandbag, holding it higher in your chest. You don't really think like, well, you're not doing crunches, that's not an ab exercise, but it takes a tremendous amount of core strength to hold a heavy sandbag and walk one side of the shop to the other. You can really feel it in my core. And being 4 weeks in, I can see the benefit of this particular program. Anyway, I can keep rambling on and on and on and on and on. That's all I got for, I guess, video number 3 about my home gym setup, my little piece of paradise that has just been nothing but benefit for me over the past, well, 12 weeks plus 4 weeks plus some change before that. So super, super, super happy that I rearranged my shop to get something else in here that's tailored towards me and my interests. Hopefully you guys out there are taking this craziness going on in the world as an opportunity to take control of your own health. And that's basically all I'm going to say about that. You guys take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.